Hey guys, for this video today, I will be doing something that I really don't do very often, and it's relatively rare for me to do this, but today I do have a bit of a jersey unboxing for you guys to see, if of course you want to see it, and this is basically a little bonus video that I thought I'd put together for you guys to see. And not only will this be a jersey unboxing video, but I'm also going to be dubbing this a quote-unquote commemorative video because I want to celebrate the fact that last month was a record-breaking month for this channel because I made at least a dozen videos in the month of September, and I thought I would commemorate that by doing a special jersey unboxing video today for you guys to see if of course you are interested and you want to see that type of thing. So this bonus video, if you want to see what I got in the mail yesterday, to be honest, because I didn't open it yesterday because I figured, well, should I do a video or should I not? And of course I decided now that I'm going to do this video, but I figured let's do something special since we did something really incredible with the channel over the past month. And the fact that I was able to sit down and make about 12 to 13 different videos in 1 month is an absolute record by far in my channel's 4-year history. And the most I think I've ever made in a month is about 8 videos, and I smashed that record by about 33%. So, in my opinion, that is something that I'm really proud of, and hopefully we can keep this trend going, but of course, as I always say, folks, I can never guarantee that. So, anyways, I'm going to try and keep this video relatively short. I'm not planning on going too long. I just thought I'd do this as an extra bonus video and as a bit of a commemorative video to celebrate the fact that I made a record number of videos last month, and I thought I'd do something special to celebrate. So, speaking of something special, today I I'm showing you guys this Florida Panthers jersey that I bought recently, that I actually got a few days ago. And it's an old Florida Panthers white jersey, and I'll show you the back in a second. But it's got Ed Jovanovski on it, and I put a bid on it on eBay thinking that I was probably not going to win it. And I actually got very lucky, and I'm glad that I won because this is actually a pretty nice jersey. So I'm just going to take a second here and turn it around so you guys can see the back. Just give me a second, and my apologies for the delay, but let's take a look here, and let's see if I can actually get this jersey turned around so I can show it to you guys sometime between now and Christmas. And here you go, there's the back. It is a Jovanovski jersey, and honestly, as much as I do agree with those who say that the Panthers' new uniforms are relatively decent, I don't know if I still don't know if I'm fully sold on them, to be honest, because I'm not a big lover of the shoulder numbers, and I haven't liked them since the day they came out. That's one thing about the Panthers uniforms that I've never liked, and for anybody curious, this is a starter jersey, an old one. But with the Florida Panthers, I mean, their new logo looks like it either belongs on a soccer jersey or on the front grille of a sports car. To me, it doesn't really scream Florida Panthers. It looks more like either a car emblem or a soccer team crest. And it doesn't really look as much to me like a Florida Panthers logo. I mean, obviously it is, but I mean, the uniform design they have now is good, but I can't really say that I totally love it. But I will say this. Am I ever glad? I don't know about you viewers out there, but I must say, am I ever glad to see that the Panthers are at least bringing this logo back as the logo on their helmets going forward? I think that was the right decision. But yeah, so this is the back of it. And let's see. I'll turn this around one more time because I do want to quickly talk a little bit about the Florida Panthers in a little bit of extra detail for one other reason. They are getting a new third jersey. So the Panthers, with their new uniforms and their identity rebrand a few years ago, decided to retire this original Panthers logo that they've had since day one, and when they became an NHL team back in 1993. And they brought in a new modernized version of this. And I gotta be honest, I haven't really been a big fan of it. Over time, I like it a little bit more now than I did originally. And it's not as bad as I thought it was at first. However, I still don't like it. The new Panther, in my opinion, is lacking in the details like this logo that, in my opinion, make this logo awesome. I love the little extra details in here. I don't care if it's a 90s detail excessive logo. To me, it's a good looking crest. And in fact, I still think this is by far the best Panthers logo in that franchise's history. Still. And another thing is, I feel like the Panthers' new uniforms are good. I like them better than the ones that they replaced. But my problem is that I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the logos became more bland and kind of generic. I mean, I'm not a fan of the leaping or of the whole Panther laying on a slightly modified version of the Florida state flag on each arm, where the numbers are on the shoulders rather than the sleeves or midway down the arms like they should be. And with the Panthers' original logo, it looks so much better than the new modernized one that they've tried to force on us all since their rebrand 3 years ago. So, you know, I gotta say, I'm really not a big lover of what the Panthers have done overall. And I am glad that they've put the sun palm tree and hockey stick shoulder patch logo from these uniforms, as you see here, at least on the helmets as a helmet sticker, or as the logo that'll be on the Panthers helmets going forward. That's a plus. But for me, I think that when they took the new modernized Leaping Panther logo off of their helmets, that probably means that that's the logo that's going to be on their new third jersey that they're supposedly getting for this coming season, which I would be shocked if it was not navy blue. But at the same time, you know, with this trend this season or this off season where we've seen multiple teams unveiling throwback uniforms on top of third jerseys, like, for example, the Los Angeles Kings, and even a little bit more recently, the St. Louis Blues, I would not be shocked if we see the Panthers bring out a new navy blue third jersey with the new modernized Leaping Panther, which I'm not expecting it to be a great jersey, by the way. But I actually wouldn't be surprised if in the next 2 to 3 years, if we saw the Florida Panthers roll out a 90s red throwback with the red jersey with this design here, the original red jersey and uniform. I think it would be a very well received decision if the Panthers elected to do that. And by the way, I do believe, and I'm pretty sure I'm correctly recalling this, but I did hear that the Panthers did try for either their 20th anniversary or their 25th anniversary. I do remember hearing that they did try to get permission to wear a throwback uniform. However, they either didn't make their deadline to get the uniform design passed by both the apparel company, in one case Reebok, in the other case Adidas, and on time. I think what it was is that they didn't get the request to wear them or to get the design made by the apparel company on time. So I think that was why. But also, let's see, because the Panthers joined the NHL in the 93-94 season. So 2018-2019. So last season was their 25th anniversary. But for the 2013-14 season, maybe, I don't know if it was either that they just said, whatever, we're not going to bother, Or maybe, I think at the time they might have had ownership issues, because I know that was right between 2013 and 2015 was when Vinny Viola bought the Panthers. So during that time, it wouldn't surprise me if that's why we only had the red and white jerseys, because ownership issues were happening. And then when Vinny Viola bought the Panthers, of course, he wanted and he made sure that the Panthers not only changed their logo, but they totally changed their uniforms to a brand new design that we've never seen before. So, and last season, I think what they did was they decided to wait, and I'm not sure. Maybe they just decided not to bother with an alternate last season. I'm not really sure what happened, because I know last season they were never marked down as a team getting a third jersey anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised now that teams like the Kings and the Blues are bringing out additional throwback uniforms on top of their third jerseys to wear if the Panthers decided to jump on the boat and eventually give us a 90s heritage uniform for a game or two in the next 2 to 3 years. In fact, I could actually see the Anaheim Ducks eventually doing that, because I know last season for their 25th anniversary as a franchise, because last season they were celebrating their 25th as well, and oh yeah, they both joined the NHL at the same time. I had a bit of a brain fart there, but I know that a lot of people were really disappointed that the Ducks did not bring out their original eggplant and jade throwbacks and instead gave us a 25th anniversary Mighty Ducks inspired black jersey, which looks like it's a love child of all of the jerseys in that franchise's history, in Mighty Ducks and Anaheim Ducks history put together. And that crazy 25th anniversary jersey and uniform was born as a result. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers and possibly even the Ducks are eventually jump on the throwback uniform bandwagon and give us something in the next 2 to 3, possibly even 4 to 5 years from now. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the Panthers in a little bit more detail, specifically because obviously they are planning on getting a new third jersey this coming season, which they still have not yet unveiled, which I am 99.9% sure it will be navy blue with the new modernized Panthers logo. But honestly, folks, this to me is by far the better logo between this one and the new modernized Panther, because the new one just looks kind of bland. And at first it looked more like a cat monster to me. It didn't look like a really good looking Panther logo. And I like the extra details here. I think that's what makes this logo so damn cool. I've always liked this logo. I don't know about you viewers out there, but I still think this is the best main logo the Panthers have ever had. And I can certainly say that not only is this the best shoulder patch logo they've ever had, or secondary logo they've had, but in my opinion, it's also one of the best secondary logos in the entire NHL. At least in my personal opinion. It's definitely one of my favorites. But anyways, let's get to the main part of the video that I really want to show you guys as well. And I've got this package. I'm going to open it. As you can see, I put my fingers in there to try and open it up a little bit. So I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but here goes nothing. So let's see here. Okay, so here's a little bit of a hint for you, and now, I'm going to go ahead and finish opening it up for you to see. Alright. Okay, so let's get this baby opened up. And, I don't like how they folded the crest in the mail, but wow, that is a heavy crest. Goodness me. Okay, so without further ado, this is the jersey that I'm showing you guys that I just got yesterday. So, shoot. Sorry, I'm not in the best position here with my camera, but anyways, this is a Dallas Stars jersey from the late 2000s that they wore as their away jersey before they switched to just having a Dallas word mark on the front, which was one of the most dumbfounding decisions that I think I've ever seen. But yeah, I mean, you can see the State of Texas shoulder patch, which I've always liked this as a secondary logo. It's very Dallas. And, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing that be a shoulder patch on their main jerseys, because I still think this would be far superior to the lousy roundel version of their logo that they have now. So, as you can see, it's a 46, my size. And the thing is that, you know what, I actually, with this uniform here, I got really lucky, because usually the Dallas Star, or usually authentic jerseys really aren't that cheap. But since this one was considered by most to be a rather mediocre design, and that's a sentiment that I do agree with, I got lucky. But you know what, I'm glad that I bought this. I've never felt this was a totally terrible design, but I must say, I mean, the Dallas Stars new jerseys are far better than these ones. However, I will say this, I do miss this logo, and you see how I'm blocking out the Dallas part? This logo without the Dallas subscript, in my opinion, is still my favorite Stars logo to date. Even though I can appreciate why the Stars don't wear it anymore, because, well, that's the last logo that the Stars had when they were still in Minnesota and were still called the Minnesota North Stars. So I can appreciate and really respect the Stars for wanting to do their own thing, and hopefully that new Texans-inspired logo becomes more than just a Winter Classic logo. It's really quite a well-done logo, as I mentioned in my last video, but now I want to talk about the logo. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can understand why what people are talking about regarding the new Adidas crests, because it sounds like their materials are a lot better, and they do look better, because I don't know, but this logo just feels really heavy. So, I mean, if Adidas has actually fixed that, that's definitely good, but I think most of us will agree that the old Reebok collars were far superior in every way, at least in my opinion. This shade of gold here, I'm not a big lover of the gold, but, you know, for this shade of gold looks more like Dijon mustard. And you see, this is the type of hue of gold that I think is really quite nice. But this logo, I've always liked this logo. So, I mean, and for anybody curious, because I know I talked about 90s throwbacks earlier on in this video, but would I necessarily want to see the Stars do a throwback to their star-shaped jerseys? Although they were really unique and totally unconventional, and I agree with anyone who says that, I never liked them. I didn't like them as a kid, and I certainly don't care for them now. And yeah, the Motorist was certainly an interesting experiment that was maybe a little too interesting for all the wrong reasons. Sorry, just clear my throat. But yeah, I mean, this logo right here, without the Dallas part, just Stars, this, in my opinion, is still my favorite Dallas Stars logo. And I actually think the little touch of gold just in the logo itself would actually look really good on their new jerseys that they have now. But I think some of you might think I'm a bit crazy for what I'm about to say, but I'm not totally sold on this victory green color. Now, before I go any further, I have to say this. The Stars wearing bright green is absolutely awesome. And it's not that I don't like. It's the shade, it's the bluish green that they've got rather than Kelly green. I mean, the victory green is unique and exclusive to Dallas. That's true, and I respect the Stars for wanting to be unique. And I think it was also to try and separate the Dallas Stars from the Minnesota North Stars as well. But I don't know. I believe that Kelly green is a gorgeous color, and you know, seeing both the Whalers throwbacks last season worn by the Carolina Hurricanes and recently the Kelly green alternate uniform that the Oakland Athletics of Major League Baseball have been wearing quite a bit as of late. I mean, that Kelly green Athletics jersey is one of the most gorgeous baseball jerseys that I have ever seen. In fact, I might even consider buying one at some point because I'm just so damn impressed. And I love that shade of green. The Victory green is a bit too bluish for myself. And, you know, I'd love to see a team eventually wear Kelly green as their main color rather than Victory green. And since the Stars already wear light green anyway, I think they would be a wonderful candidate. But yeah, I mean, I thought I'd show you guys this as something extra. Why don't I take a moment and show you guys the back while we're at it. So, anyways, as you can see here, it's just plain. I don't need to have a name on the back. I like it the way it is. And honestly, I mean, although this is certainly not anywhere near as good as the new Stars jerseys, I think we can all agree on that. I'm glad that I bought this. I actually don't mind this uniform. It's simple. It's definitely very boring, and I'm glad that it's gone, but... oh, excuse me. It's certainly on the boring end. It doesn't even have any waist striping. But, you know, to get an authentic jersey for a real good price, I mean, I think it was worth it. And the best part is, this one doesn't have vertical piping like the Oilers Reebok Edge disasters that they had for a few years between 2007 and 2011 until they finally retired the navy blue one and then went back to being royal blue again, which then they, of course, crapped the bed 2 years ago and decided to go with bright orange and navy blue and now have a new mediocre third jersey on top of that. Yay! Thanks, Edmonton. And by the way, I can confirm that sadly, we will not be seeing the throwbacks for even 1 or 2 games this season as a special heritage uniform. Instead, we're only getting bright orange. They're always good away uniform that still looks great even with the updated color scheme and a new Halloween on Ice mediocre Oilers third jersey. So you guys, I've been talking a lot longer than I had planned, but there's some stuff I wanted to touch base on. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video if you have stuck around, but I thought I'd make this as an extra special bonus video, you guys, because not only to give you guys something extra to see, but also I wanted to make it as a bit of a celebration video to help commemorate the fact that I broke a record for the most videos that I've ever made in a month, and last month was also the very first time in my channel's history that I've made a double-digit number of videos in a single month. So that, in my opinion, is something that should be celebrated because, as you well know if you've followed my channel for a while, I've had a lot of trouble trying to catch up, and I still have so much to catch up on. But anyways, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I look forward to hopefully making double-digit numbers or a double-digit amount of videos per month a regular thing from here on in. But do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but hey, at least I can try. It's better than not trying at all. But anyways, you guys, hopefully that'll actually become more than a pipe dream and a hope. Hopefully it will actually become a reality, and I'm talking about what I just said regarding my hopes to try and keep it consistent where I'm posting at least 10 videos a month, but I think that's a case of good luck, Chuck. But anyways, guys, it's been almost 25 minutes since I started this video, and I'm going to finally call it a wrap, and I hope you have enjoyed it if you have stuck around from start to finish. But anyways, you guys, on that note, take care, and of course, as usual, everyone, bye for now.